Next we have nip type spreaders, and basically nip type spreaders have short face rolls, short face small diameter rolls, and they come in a left and a right hand set. And they have two rolls that are preloaded parallel to each other, very similar to other types of nip rolls used in converting. There is no wrap angle through this type of spreader. The web is fed straight in and straight out again. This is an example of a nip type spreader. So normally you have one rubber roll, one metal roll, and they come in again a left and a right hand set. This is how you would apply them. Again, there is no wrap angle. The web is coming straight in and straight out again. Now this type of spreader relies completely on the web handling principle that a web will seek a 90-degree angle to a roll in its entry span to that roll. What each nip set does is, because this rubber roll, because the metal roll nips the material to the rubber roll grabs on the coefficient of rubber, grabs onto the material itself, and so the nipping action puts each of the web's edges in traction with each of the nip sets. What we do is we take those nip sets and we angle them away from each other. And what your material's edges will do, because each of the edges are in traction with each of the nip sets, each of the edges will try to maintain a 90-degree angle to that angle of to the new angle arrived at by angling those nip rolls away from each other. And that's how they operate. Advantages to this type of spreader is they are probably the most aggressive spreader roll you can buy. They're easy to maintain, as with any other idler rolls or driven rolls in your machine. It's easy to adjust the amount of spreading with these rollers. All you have to do is adjust the angle of each of these nip sets. If these nip sets are parallel to the web, they don't do any spreading at all. As you angle them away, the spreading action gets greater. They work extremely well with woven and non-woven webs. Their biggest disadvantage is this type of spreader roll was designed specifically for woven and non-woven type materials. And because they don't support the web across the full width, they will have a tendency to mark and distort and possibly even tear the edges of a lot of types of papers and films and foils. I have seen these rolls used with some papers. I have seen them used in some film applications. If your materials can take, again, not being supported across the width, and they can take that nipping action on each edge, this could be a good choice for you, but some applications it can be difficult to do that. So manufacturers of this type of spreader roll oftentimes offer trial nip roll, this type of spreader in a trial version, and you could try it out and see if it works for your application or not.